Our home world is located within a large solar system that has not yet been fully mapped out by humankind. There are many places in the world that have not been found or investigated up until this present day. This conversation has been fueled in part by the fact that we have such a limited understanding of the oceans. However, scientists have only been able to study 10% of the seas, despite the fact that they make up more than 71% of the Earth's surface area. In a similar vein, there are other places and attractions on Earth that defy the most fundamental laws of natural thinking. The following are some of the most strange places on Earth. Number 20. Area 51. This military base can be found around 100 kilometers, about 80 miles to the north of Las Vegas. Its claim to fame is that it is the top-secret location where allegedly alien bodies and technology were removed after a UFO crash landed in Roswell, New Mexico in 1947. Although it's true that the military base is secretive, as are the majority of military bases, most of the conspiracies that people believed around Area 51 have been debunked by now. Number 19. Blood Falls, Antarctica. Does that glacier in Antarctica have a bleeding problem? This is a perfectly reasonable question to ask when seeing the Taylor Glacier, which can be found to the east of the Ross Ice Shelf. There was a red liquid that did run down the glacier, staining the ice as it traveled. Nevertheless, there is an explanation that's perfectly credible for why this occurrence occurred. The crimson liquid is a microbe-infested, iron-rich, and high-salt body of water that has been encased beneath the glacier for a multitude of millennia. The rust-colored cascade is the result of the water becoming oxygenated as it reaches the surface and cascades down. Number 18. Guelb, Mauritania. An extraordinary circular geological feature can be found in the Adrar Plateau of the Sahara, close to Ouaddané in northwest Africa. This feature is known as the Richet structure, but it is also known as Guelb or Richat. The word feather is rendered as Richat in the local dialect, although the Arabic word tangais is used for it. You are going to want to go check out this area for yourself, since it is truly one of the most bizarre places in the entire globe. Number 17. Magnetic Hill, India. Ladakh is an area in the Trans-Himalayas that's well known for its breathtaking views of the mountains. It is a dreamland for people who enjoy the great outdoors and watching animals. Magnetic Hill is a peculiar and fascinating place that can be found in this area, and it is well worth exploring in addition to the stunning natural beauty. There is a short stretch of road that appears to be in violation of the laws of gravity. Magnetic Hill makes even stationary vehicles climb higher. There are many hypotheses and points of view, all of which are supported by sound logic. According to the tales told by the villagers, there was once a road that led directly to heaven. Scientists believe that cars within the range are drawn to the hill due to a significant magnetic field that originates from the hill itself. In accordance with a second theory that has gained a lot of traction over the years, the road's downward grade can be explained away as nothing more than an optical illusion. Although it may look as though the vehicle is traveling uphill, in reality, it's moving downhill at that point. Number 16. Bone Alley, Whittegran's Island. In recent years, the island of Whittegran, which is located off the coast of Alaska, has developed a reputation as a desirable location for vacationers. Despite this, the popularity can be attributed to a pretty unusual cause. The area is home to a sizable whale graveyard that's littered with gigantic whale jawbones, ribs, and vertebrae spread out across the landscape. There are locations when whale rib bones have been found standing upright, creating the appearance of a bone alley. Number 15. Bermuda Triangle. What secrets are hidden in the triangle of ocean that may be found between the most southern tip of Florida, the island of Bermuda, and San Juan, Puerto Rico? The Bermuda Triangle is said to have a reputation for mysteriously vanishing ships and planes without a trace. The majority of the mystery disappearances mentioned by believers took place either during storms or outside the boundaries of the triangle. This is a small flaw in the legend. Number 14. Lake Retba, Senegal. The lake's unusual pink color can be attributed to the fact that it contains a variety of plankton as well as minerals. It is a car ride of 30 kilometers to the northeast of Dakar. The colors of the water, which is pink, is caused by the presence of the algae Dunaliella salina in the body of water. The percentage of salt present may approach or even surpass 40% in certain areas. The sight of the lake that's pink is definitely peculiar. Number 13. Vadhu Island, Maldives. At night, the beaches of Vadhu Island emit a stunning blue glow caused by the bioluminescent phytoplankton that can be found in the waters there. This glow gives the impression that stars have fallen to Earth. Do you think it's strange to see a beach covered in stars? Number 12. Thor's Well, United States of America. Magnificent beaches, dazzling waterfalls, marble caves, and gorgeous coastal vistas can be found across the state of Oregon, which is found on the west coast of the United States and is part of the Pacific Northwest area. In addition to that, it is the site of a natural phenomenon that is both peculiar and fascinating, a sinkhole in the Pacific Ocean. There are a variety of theories as to why this phenomenon exists. There's a tremendous chasm in the middle of the ocean that has no bottom and never gets filled with water. The bowl-shaped hole in the basalt beach, known as Thor's Well, is sometimes referred to as the drain pipe of the Pacific and the entryway to hell. It would be foolish to approach the well while the tide is high, because this hole appears to be a source of ocean water drainage. The hole, which is 60 centimeters deep and 20 feet wide, is the consequence of years of erosion brought on by waves crashing across the same spot. When the tide is high, waves roll underneath the hole in the ground and fill it up from below. This makes Thor's Well an unusual place to visit. After that, the water shoots up in a frantic manner. However, once a certain amount of time has passed, water will start to move inside. In addition to this, the process is carried out numerous times. Number 11. Pyramids of Giza, Egypt. Because of their widespread recognition, the 3 pyramids of Giza are sometimes seen as less remarkable than they actually are. The Great Pyramid of Khufu was built between the years 2589 and 2504 BC, and reached a height of 481 feet when it was finished, or 146 meters. Take into consideration the fact that the Pyramid of Khufu held the record for the tallest structure in the world until the 14th century, when it was surpassed by the Lincoln Cathedral in England. It is still a mystery how ancient builders managed to construct such massive structures, with stones that weighed up to 2.5 tons each. Number 10. The Rakkortsbrück, Germany. Another one of the odd locations in the world is the bridge known as Die Rakkortsbrück. The stone circle formed by the bridge and its mirror, which was constructed in the 19th century, is entire and unblemished, whether viewed from any direction. However, because there is no way to climb it, the bridge serves a purpose that is only partially fulfilled. Number 9. Christ of the Abyss statue, Italy. A bronze statue measuring 2.5 meters in height and given the name Christ of the Abyss depicts Jesus Christ. Divers frequently go there because it is undeniably one of the oddest places they've ever seen under the ocean anywhere in the world. One of the most exciting places to see in Italy is the bronze sculpture of Jesus Christ that was created by Guido Galletti and is immersed in a lake. Number 8. Stonehenge. What exactly was the purpose of this ancient symbol? An internment ground? A memorial for the winter solstice? A UFO landing site? Okay, so that's probably not the solution that you're looking for. Stonehenge's purpose, on the other hand, will likely never be fully understood. Farmers and herders began building the structure approximately 5,000 years ago and continued to add to it over the course of the subsequent 700 years. They did not leave any written records behind, only a circle of striking stones that was located close to what is now Salisbury, England. Number 7. Ra Paulette's Caves, Mexico. Since the year 1990, a man by the name of Ra Paulette has traveled into the desert of New Mexico carrying a wheelbarrow on his back, grabbing a shovel, and sculpting incredible caves out of limestone using only his own hands. Paulette's hand-dug caverns are winding underground chambers that are decorated with whatever elaborate designs occur to him as he carves them. Number 6. Red Beach, China. This beach is covered in a type of seaweed known as sueda, which transforms into a vibrant shade of red in the autumn months. Important bird migration refuges may be found in these tidal wetlands, which can be found approximately 30 kilometers south-southwest of Panjin. The general public is only allowed access to a small area of the beach. However, there is a wooden walkway that can be explored that stretches into the ocean. Number 5. Tunnel of Love, Ukraine. This tunnel, which is located in Ukraine and is a section of an industrial railway there, looks as if it was taken straight from a fairy tale. It is well known for being a popular promenade location for couples, both in the morning and in the evening. Plan a visit to the Tunnel of Love if you want to surprise the person you're in a relationship with on Valentine's Day, rather than going to Disneyland and spending the day there. Number 4. Slope Point, New Zealand, South Island. Another one of the strangest sights in the world is Slope Point, which is the southernmost point of South Island. The persistently gusty conditions of the Antarctic cause the trees in this woodland to be permanently bent and twisted by the wind. This has got to be one of the oddest and windiest spots on the face of the planet. The beauty of the location is enhanced by the towering cliffs, which have been sculpted by the time and tremendous winds that have swept over them. Number 3. The Island of Easter. The sculptures on Easter Island can reach heights of up to 12 meters or 40 feet in height. There are around 1,000 of them, and their torsos have been buried, so the only part of their bodies that's visible is their humanoid faces. The most widely accepted explanation proposes that they were transported from the quarry on stone platforms. It is still a mystery how they were transferred into their current location. Number 12. Lost City of Atlantis. If no one knows where it is and the whole thing is merely a myth, how can it be considered one of the most peculiar places on Earth? Let's say yes. After all, a lot of people are persuaded that there once was a peaceful utopia that fell beneath the sea a long time ago, and they've tried to find it in a lot of different places all over the world. An error in the data used by Google Earth once led to the creation of a pattern on the ocean floor that resembled a grid. This helped spread the urban legend. Those who witnessed the phenomenon and had sharp eyesight speculated that it might be the remains of the streets that once existed in Atlantis. Number 1. Salar de Uyuni, Bolivia. The Potos and Oruro departments are home to the Oruro Salt Flat, which is the largest salt flat on the planet and one of the most unique places on the planet. When a very thin layer of water accumulates on the surface, it transforms into the largest natural mirror in the entire planet. The Salar de Uyuni was once a lake that dried up millions of years ago, leaving behind a huge expanse of blinding white salt, granite structures, and cactus-covered islets. Regardless of whether you favor adventurous destinations or those that are renowned for their spiritual experiences, there are some places on Earth that are just mind-boggling.